This morning about the Zika virus here in the U.S. after health officials say mosquitoes in Florida likely infected 4 people.
Yeah, this is really a worrisome new development, and ABC's Eva Pilgrim is on the story in Miami this morning. Eva, good morning to you.
Good morning, guys. We are standing in the area of concern. It's a 1 square mile radius. Health officials say the Zika virus is pretty much contained to this neighborhood, but they are doing everything they can, passing out literature to make sure people here know what to do to keep this from spreading.
This morning, for the first time, confirmed cases of Zika contracted right here in the U.S. Health officials investigating 4 cases in Florida.
One of these 4 cases involves a woman, and the other 3 cases involve men. They're all active Zika cases.
Workers now going door to door, handing out flyers, hanging these tags on front gates. Dr. Eileen Marty, an infectious disease specialist at FIU, has also been getting voluntary urine samples from residents to test for Zika, reminding people to take extra precautions even if they aren't worried for themselves.
Sometimes a disease can be very concerning, not because of how it impacts you individually, but how you're getting infected can impact on your neighbors. And this is one of those diseases.
Zika is especially dangerous for pregnant women. While the symptoms are often mild, the disease can cause severe birth defects. These prevention kits being handed out to pregnant women by doctors and county health departments, including insect repellent.
If we can keep low the total number of people who are infected in our state, we decrease the chances of pregnant women becoming infected by mosquitoes within our state.
So far, there have been almost 1,700 people who've gotten the disease while traveling to a country infected by Zika mosquitoes or by having sex with someone who has traveled and been infected. Health officials in Miami confident they can contain the outbreak here locally.
But that's not to say that if you contain this outbreak, there won't be another traveling person that infects another mosquito in another zone.
Now, the CDC is not recommending people limit their travel to Miami at this time, but health officials are telling people that live anywhere near mosquitoes to exercise caution and wear repellent. Paula?
Yeah, concerns about the domino effect too. Eva, thank you. You know, Brazil is ground zero for the virus, and earlier I spoke to ABC News Chief Health and Medical Editor Dr. Richard Besser, who was in Rio covering Zika concerns in the lead up to the Olympic Games. And Dr. Besser, thanks for joining us this morning. And first and foremost, there are 1,600 cases of Zika here in the U.S., but with these 4 cases in Miami, they were likely transmitted through Zika-infected mosquitoes. So how serious is this?
Well, it is serious. You know, what it indicates is that people who come back from countries where Zika is spreading do pose some risk. We have the mosquito in more than 30 states that can transmit Zika if it gets infected. And what we're seeing in Florida is in a limited area, there are some of those mosquitoes that are spreading Zika.
Is there a legitimate concern? We know that pregnant women are disparately affected by this particular virus, but let's say that a man and his partner want to get pregnant down the road. Is there a concern about that?
What we've seen so far is that men can harbor the virus in their semen for at least 100 days. And that's only the little bit that we do know. We don't know how long that can be. And so for some people, they've decided they don't want to take that risk.
So what can we do to protect ourselves?
First, anyone who's traveling to an area where Zika is transmitting, when you come home, use repellent for 3 weeks. That way you won't be that person who infects the local mosquito that then makes a pregnant woman sick with this. The key is keeping pregnant women safe. So use repellents in areas where mosquitoes are biting, make sure your screens are repaired, and get rid of any freestanding water that could breed mosquitoes. These things will do a lot.
Important advice, Dr. Besser. Thank you so much. Yeah, and one of Dr. B's other big concerns was that Congress left for 7 weeks without approving the money that the Obama administration had wanted to really try to, combat this particular virus. So that's a big concern for him.
And as we all know, looming over the Olympics and now looming over Miami as well. A lot of